Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. I hope you're very well. It is just around about 8 a.m. and so just stalking the dollar yen at the moment, and and seeing if I can get an entry maybe on the long side, but it needs to do a pullback to around about this 5-minute 50. So this is a white line here. So I'm just watching it at the moment and keeping an eye. There's not a huge amount going on. It is non-farm payroll today, so it's possible if I don't find anything early here this morning that I end up waiting for those non-farm payrolls to come out, and I'll trade this afternoon. So I'll press pause for now. Nice. Okay, just back, and I'm actually looking at this pound. It's been a bit sloppy this morning. I was contemplating it earlier, but it's just started to break down, and I'm just wondering whether to. It's got negative momentum across the board. It's got a down a pivot below here, so I'm going to edge my way in and put a unit in. So one unit short at the moment. The daily pivot's only down at 33, so it's only 13 pips below where we currently are. What I'll do is just edge my way in, because it could still play around a little bit. So it's just gone to negative momentum across the board, but it is a little bit choppy here this morning, as we can see. So I'll put the one unit in. If it comes all the way up to the upper band, then I can then put the other units in and then put a stop above the high, and just see if that can work out. It could come all the way back up and just be slopping around, but just in case it does want to continue down, I'll just put the one unit in for now, and I'll put a stop up at up at this high up here at 68. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. I've just put a unit long in on dollar CAD, and I'm literally just doing it with the guys in the room and forgot to actually press the record button as I did it. So I have just put a unit long in. Actually, I can show you the account for a change today, because of the I have no swing trades on. So there you go. So I can actually show you the account for a change. There you go. So here's the short on the pound. And what I'm going to do with this pound, though, if it gets down to that first target of 33, then I will take half and then see if I can run the remainder. The dollar CAD, I wanted to be in here because of it's got momentum all building, and it may want a bit of a breakout today. So if I actually go to the dollar CAD, I want to keep my eye on this pound as well. And dollar CAD, where are you on my watch list? I'm looking down the side. There it is. So dollar CAD's trying to build here to the upside. It's got positive momentum coming in across the board, and it could have a bit of a break. So I just wanted to put one unit in and see how it goes. So the nice thing with this dollar CAD is I can pop a stop down at about 16 below these lows here, and see how it gets on. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to pop a stop down below that low at 16. So let's go back to the pound though. I better keep my eye on that. Right, I'll press pause for now. Now with this pound, if it comes down to 33 is the daily pivot, then that's where I'll take half on this. Now the way that I'll take half is I have to actually buy 50,000. I'm short 100,000, so I'll buy 50,000. So that'll leave me net short 50,000. So that's what I've bought a deal ticket here. It's just the way I have to do it on this account. So if it can get down to that daily pivot, it's getting closer. I'm watching it off screen, so very close. It's just on top of it at the moment. It's saying on my screen, it's just, I think it's saying it's about just hit it, but yeah, it says it's hitting at the moment, and it's saying at 35. So I better take half here. So okay, so I've closed half there. It was 35 in the end, because that was where it was actually hitting it on my screen. So I have banked half. So let's actually just see what we've done here. It's all small, unfortunately, because of the entry that I got on there on cable. So I'm still short. Let's have a look at this. 33 was the actual physical level on the charts, but obviously you have to account for the spread and stuff. So I've now gone long with 50,000 as well. So it leaves me with a net short position of 50,000 now. So I've still got all my positions open, but it gives me a net short. So I've effectively taken half off. What I will do is I'm targeting an hourly 50. The hourly 50 is currently down at 140.93, so it's quite a lot lower. So that's going to be the target on that. So I've just got to work out what to do with the stop on the rest of this cable trade. So I might move the stop down a few pips, so I can move it down now to 60. And effectively put a stop in by putting a limit in at 41.60 on that half position. So that's where I'm at the moment. I can still end up at the moment currently with a losing trade on this if it was to go all the way back up to 60. But I think this one's going to take quite a while, this cable, so I'm not in, there's no rush on that one right now. The dollar CAD I'm in, so we'll go back and have a look at that now. So let's just get this off the screen. And the pound's hit that pivot, so that's it can bounce now, and so my stop's at 60, but I still like to see it come down a bit lower. So let's go back and have a look at this dollar CAD. It's just having a pause at the moment, but that's all fine. I quite like the momentum on this dollar CAD, so if it starts breaking out some more, then I'll be looking to add to this position this morning. So this one's an interesting one, this dollar CAD, because it's still fairly early stage, so it's not carrying a lot of risk because I only put the one unit in, one lot in, but if it can start breaking up, I will be looking to add to that because it's got enough clear sky above it. I'll press pause for now. Okay, so just back to this dollar CAD. So it's done a little retracement and it's coming back up again. So it's getting close to a point where I'll start adding into this position. I said I'll be looking to add to this dollar CAD, and with this strength coming in, it's it's helping me out a little bit here. So my finger is on the trigger. It's 8:45 now. I'm just waiting to see how we're going to close. We only got 15 seconds to go. If we can close right near the high of this candle, then I'm going to put that second unit in, and I'll still be looking to put more units in even beyond that. So I'm just waiting to see how we close here, and okay, that's reasonably strong. So I'll put a second unit in here at 26. Stop's still going to be down at 15. So for now, so I've actually now increased the exposure, but I've increased the exposure because it looks that bit stronger now. So so I've increased the exposure, but it's still only just over a 10 pip stop even on that second unit. So let's actually get the nice thing is I can actually keep on showing you the account for a change. It's been the first time I think all year that I've been able to do this. So oh, that's the pound. The pound is obviously retracing. It's at 41 now, but that's okay. Don't need to do anything with the pound trade. And dollar CAD, I've just put that second unit in at 26, and it's already come straight back down to 23. So let's get the stop in 134.15 again. So at least I've now got 2 units in on this dollar CAD. Pound dollar don't have to do anything with, but at least if this dollar CAD starts to move, then it could become it starts to become a better trade, because there's a lot of clear air up there. So with this dollar CAD, oh look at that, oh, that's not so good, is it? But it's got a lot of clear air above, so if it does get that break, then I really don't have to do anything for 30 to 40 pips. So it could end up being a nice run if I can get that. But that's a shame actually, because it's just come up, nice strong close on the 5-minute chart, and it's just giving it straight back here. So not quite so encouraging. But it's just hit the hourly 50, and it's probably just having a reaction from that. But it's hit it so many times, and that's why I wasn't too fussed, because it has hit it so many times that I think it is only a matter of time before it goes for a breakout. Now, is it possible that it comes down to 15, stops me out, maybe comes down and takes these lows out, and then goes all the way back up? Of course it is. But that's fine. I can always trade it again later. Always have the option to put a wider stop in and put a stop right down, probably around about 134, below all of these lows, to avoid getting stopped and just let it have that noise. And it's that argument when it comes to stop losses, as to, do you just put that wider stop in, or do you just say, you know what, I'll keep my stop fairly tight, but it keeps me in the game, I'll allow it to stop me out if it does come down, and I can always have another crack at the whip. And so that's my philosophy here today. Sometimes you do look at a chart and you think, actually no, I should have a wider stop, it needs a wider stop. This one could do, but by only having the stop at 15, if I get stopped out, I've still got plenty of ammo left to give this another try. I do think this dollar CAD is gearing up for an upside break today. Now, if it isn't coming this morning, it's quite possibly going to be coming this afternoon. Now, I could be completely wrong, but again, I'll be watching the price action here today. So if it's not going to happen this morning and it pulls back and then comes back for it again later, then I'll I'll most certainly be trying to get in on that one later on. For now, we're at 10 minutes already. I better press pause. Okay, just back. CAD's come back up again. The stop's still down at 15. I could adjust it, but I think I'll just leave it there for the time being. Because it was still only 10, 11 pips, whatever it is net. So although CAD's come up, I'm still looking to add and build this position on dollar CAD, but it's really got to break up some more yet. It's just sitting on its hourly 50. It's come out to that hourly chart, this white line here. It's this hourly 50. The reason I quite like this today, and I've gone in before the hourly 50, because it had another number of other factors building momentum and such like. And the fact that the hourly 50 has been tested so many times. So because it's been tested so many times, there we go, you can see a bit more. It's been tested so many times, I'm looking for a breakout. It's that pebble on a pond scenario that I'm looking at here this morning on that. So anyway, not much else to say for now. So we'll carry on playing our waiting game and see if this can break up. Bear in mind it's non-farm payroll day. If it starts to just sit around and chop, then that might pose a bit of a dilemma by the time we get to 1 o'clock if it's not got anywhere close to target, because I may then have to close out because I'd have to be a little bit wary of the volatility. But we'll worry about that later on. It's only just after 9 o'clock at the moment. I'll press pause for now. Do that. Okay, just talking to the guys here. The pound dollar has rolled again. I'm going to move the stop down to 56 now. So let's just bring the account over. So let's just move that stop down to 56. So it should then pretty much brings me to a net break even if it was to come all the way against me. We can see the dollar CAD trade is moving, so it's up here. I can probably, let's have a look at this dollar CAD, move the stop. So let's have a look. Yeah, so the dollar CAD's having this nice run. Yeah, I mean I can move the stop up to, let's say, 18 now. So I'm keeping it well away from the price action. I shall move that stop. I'm getting distracted here. My younger sister's phoning me, I see off screen. So I'll give her a buzz in a minute. But let's just move these stops to 18. I could move it more aggressively, but it's enough for now, and just keeping it below this low. I still think that this got plenty of potential upside in it yet. The target is 59, so it's another 20 pips beyond where it currently is, and so I need to give it plenty of slack to see if it wants to pull back or whatever first. I shall press pause for now. Okay, just back. Now cable, let's have a look at the pound. Let's see if I can bring up the chart. It's just had a nice run up. I moved my stop to 56 and it has just pipped me. So that'll be fascinating to see if I've got just got caught there. So 56.9, that's the original short. Then I had the 50,000 long and I've forgotten to move my my limit to 56. It was still sitting at 60, and I've only just noticed that I've been stopped out on the short but not on the long, so I've missed out on 4 pips there. I've just manually literally just saw it, thought, crikey, I better close out of that long, because that's obviously given me the profit on the other side. So it's a net £17 down for the cable, so almost flat, but it was it'll be interesting to see what happens with this cable, because it's come up to, like I say, that 56. I've put it the other side of the 5-minute 50, and anyway, for now it's stopped me out, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it comes back up again now, so we shall see. But I've got a feeling that it's just a load of chop and whatever. So there, I could have just come out on that other unit at 56, but anyway, it's not cost there this morning, so that's fine. And I'm going back to dollar CAD. Dollar CAD's pulling back. It's had a nice run, but I am just sitting on this. I don't need to do anything with this dollar CAD for now. So I'll press pause for now. Right, the dollar CAD's coming up. I am going to take half. We're so close to the targets. I've just banked half because we're up 20 odd pips. The second target's at 58, 59. It's all a bit slow. Quite a few of the traders in the room have taken half, and actually looking, it's just hovering around. It's picking up, but then it pulls back. So I have just banked half there on that dollar CAD. The pound, you can see the pound trade. So that's ended up minus 17 because of the like I went through earlier on. So net flat. and pound actually is, I think, has held actually. If I go and have a look at it, I think it's no, it's come rolled back over again. I'll have a look at that in a second. So we're not going to be making a huge amount here because we've only got another 10 pips to go on this remainder. But I think it was the right thing to do. If I actually come back to the chart, it does seem to be, spiked up. I thought it was just going just a few minutes ago, then it's come back within the bands again. So I think it's the right thing to have now got half off. But I do think overall that once probably non-farm payrolls are out, that this dollar CAD has the potential, looking at the higher time frames, to go much higher. And I was just saying with the guys in the room that I could well be trading this maybe even after non-farm payrolls if that is the case and I can get an entry. So, but for now, this morning, I'm quite happy to get these banked. 58 is, if I actually go to the target level, which is this dotted blue line, which I've been waiting for this morning. That's my target, has been all morning. But I've taken half now just because of the way that's just been behaving there on that 5-minute chart, and we can see it's just come straight back into those bands. So whatever happens, the stop loss is up at 25 now, so obviously can't lose on the trade now, but it's just a case of seeing what happens. So if it holds up, if it actually holds up into non-farm payrolls, I've got enough space. So if it's still sitting at 40 odd into non-farm payrolls, there's enough space for me to actually say, do you know what, I might actually even hold on to this trade now. It really depends on where it is as we get to sort of 20 past 1. So if it's still up in the 40s, then I could still hold on, leave my stop where it is, and because by time, even if it comes flushing down, I probably won't suffer too much slippage because it's not already too close to my stop. If it's sitting at 30, 35, then that's getting a bit close to my stop and I could suffer slippage, in which case I would close out ahead of the news. But certainly once the news is out, I'd like to see if this dollar CAD is going to push up today, and in which case obviously I would be looking to get on the long side again. We shall see how that goes later. I'll press pause for now. Well, just back, it's now midday, and actually look at this. This dollar CAD has rolled all the way over. Right from when I took that half profits up there, it just started coming down. So over this last hour, so and it's literally just stopped me out break even on the second unit there. So a bit of a shame really, because really had high hopes for this dollar CAD. I still think that it could go up later, but obviously not at the moment. So so I'm now flat on the account for the day so far. Let's have a look at it. So I'm up a whopping minus 17 on the pound and 117 pounds on the dollar CAD there. So I'm up a whopping £100 so for the day. So I know the video is getting a little bit long, but we have got non-farm payrolls, and I would quite like to at least see what happens on the non-farm payrolls. So we'll see. Might get some more trading in this afternoon. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. It is 1:23 now, and as we can see, the dollar CAD sold off quite a bit in the end so far, after having that nice promising start. So it's been down to what, 134.10 or so now. So I may be losing interest a little bit, but I do have another contender for the after non-farm payrolls. Don't get me wrong, dollar CAD still has that potential. It's just done a larger retracement and still has potential to come back up. So I'm still going to be watching out for this dollar CAD off screen. But for the moment, the other market is this dollar yen. Sort of held up. It's been consolidating this morning, but again, I quite like what it's doing on the higher time frames. So again, we'll see. I don't have to trade here this afternoon, but if it all lines up, then I'll probably get long on the dollar yen. There's a small amount of clear air to the north here, back up to around about 114.17 area. So we'll see. So I'll press pause for now, and we'll see what happens after the news. Okay, so we're getting closer here. I've got a dollar yen ticket up, because if it starts flying up, then I will want to be looking for a long if I can. But let's just see what happens. We've got the spreads have gone, so let's just see where this thing's going to go. So we're at 89 that's on the spread, so it's pointless at the moment. So non-farm payrolls are out. It's gone. I think it's going to be gone without me, but let's just see. 96, 98. So it's jumped up. Okay, but I'm just I think I'm just going to press pause. I say press pause, but just going to pause on this for a minute. As you can see, it's reversing, so didn't want to jump in straight away. So it had that shoot up, shot right up, but and then has come straight back down. So typical sort of non-farm payrolls, moves in one direction, then in another. So I can see that the euro off screen had a big move down and then went back up. Look, now we might get a move here. So I'm going to get long here, 97. So I'm long at 97, and we'll just see how this is going to pan out. So it had that initial move, but I've got all the momentum to the upside. So I'm looking for about 18 roughly on the chart. So let's bring up the haven't even had a chance to bring the count up, but it's getting close. So let's get the deal ticket ready. See if you can see all this. There we go. So 08. So we're looking for around about 18. So see if it can push up there. But the momentum's all to the upside, so hopefully it can push. Let's just take that out of the way because it's getting in the way there. So I've got a deal ticket there. Let's just get that out of the way for a second because I might be able to get a second unit in. All the momentum is to the upside, so which is a good thing. I haven't got it all completely locked in, and of course because this is non-farm payrolls it can play around a bit. So I'm giving it a bit of slack as far as the stop's concerned on this unit. It's just a case of whether I want to risk giving back all of the gains and more if I was to put a second unit in. So I better put the stop in because I've been talking away here and I haven't got that stop in yet. So I'm going to put that in at 75. 113.75. Right, okay, so the stop's in now at 75, so I've put it just down at the bottom here. So I am willing to give back the gains I've made for today, but it's a case of do I want to not just give those back, do I want to risk then turning today into a loser? It wouldn't be much of a loser, but you know, it's something. So I think we'll just risk the gains of today and leave it at that. So it'll end up being a sort of a flattish day, maybe marginally down, but a few pounds sort of thing. So let's just see if this can break up. Don't know if to press pause or what at the moment. Okay, I'll press pause for a minute. So okay, it's still holding here at the moment, so that's fine. Momentum's looking fine. So the trade as a whole looks fine, and in theory I could be looking to build this position if it doesn't go straight up to that level. Remember, I'm only looking for about 18, so if it gets there, it's getting close, then there it is. Oh, missed out. I'm taking that one off. It hit 18 and I've just missed it. That was 18 is the daily R1 pivot, so it did just hit it. I'll see if we can get close again. You saw 18 go to 18 and I've just missed out on that, haven't I? It didn't let me have it, so it effectively got to that 18 level, and I've missed out on that opportunity, but hopefully it can still run up again yet. So it's got enough momentum that I'd like to think that it will still have another crack at it. So we'll see, but yes, it's let's see if it can have another crack at it now. So 13, 14, come on, let's see if we can get there this time. Now it's just done a little, what we call a little extreme, so it may want to do a back off in a minute, but let's see if it can get up there first and back up to the 18 zone. And it may want to go a lot further than that, but I was happy enough with that level. Oh, there was 17 point, there we go, or 17.6. So it's hit that daily R1 pivot. So let's bring that up. Not badly, it will trade at the end. I mean, now it's probably going to go a lot higher, but well, I might still get another trade there. But I've just banked £123 on that. So at least it's taken me back up to 220 odd pounds for the day. So oh, there's a small open position there, so ignore that. That's a swing that's just been initiated. So 220 pounds, I think it was, because there was 17 pounds off of that. That made 100, and then I've literally just got this 123 on dollar yen. So so it's 223 pounds for the day. There is potentially more trading to be done on this, but I might just call it a wrap. We're 24 minutes in. It's a nice run up. I think that any little pullback here is tradable for another run, but I've had a good week. It's been a good week this week. We in the trading room we had a really nice 90 pipper roughly yesterday banked, and that sort of, one trade like that can make your week, and it was at a full size as well, pretty much full size, so it was good. So I think I'll call that a wrap. A nice little catch there just on the back end of non-farm payroll. So a couple of winners there today. Not a lot of money, but it's okay to finish the week. I think that we might just get a pullback and then come up again. So watch this once this comes out to you. See if this is the case. So just after 130, what's that? 135 at the moment. I suspect that if we do pull back, then we'll still have a bit more upside to go. I like the overall pattern there. Right, I shall leave that with you. It's a long one, and have a good weekend. Back on.